Thanks, guys. This is good. I like being here because here isn't downtown, and and I hate that place. I hate downtown. I have a specific story as to why I don't like going downtown, though. It's like it was a few years ago. It was a friend's birthday, and we're downtown, and we're at a corner waiting to cross the street. Have you ever been downtown where they have the bike, pedicab, things that go around downtown, where it's like, if you haven't been, it's like the bike and it has a carriage bolted to the back, which is a good thing, like in case you can't afford a real cab. But yeah, you have to get to Coyote Ugly in a hurry. You know, like if you're a doctor or something. And so there's one of those going around the corner in front of us. And there's two guys in the back. And the first guy was maybe dead. Like hanging out of the carriage. No control of his body anymore. A nice fresh stain where the vomit had just been. True. And as they're going in front of us, just round two, just all down, head to toe. And he's too drunk to move, so he just has to watch like everybody else, like, oh, this sucks. Meanwhile, guy number two, get married! Yeah, we got a bachelor, get married! Yeah, I'm the worst friend of all time! Like, unless that bike is going to the hospital, that is a horrible friend. It's terrible. He might be dead. Rubber shots. I don't know, downtown. I guess it's kind of like a college scene. I already did the whole college thing. Went to college, and I noticed when I was in college, and I would talk to somebody that had already been through that experience, whenever they found out that I was a student, they'd always get really sentimental and then try to offer up the same really bad advice. Like, exact same verbatim awful advice. We'd find out, like, I'm in college, like, oh my god. Oh, you're in college. Cherish those years. Oh, they'll be the best years of your life. Really? These are the best years of my life? Like, of my entire life? Let's recap last night. Last night for dinner, I had bread. And I washed that down with a kick-ass glass of water from the bathroom sink. And then just spent the rest of that party trying to figure out what that animal is living in my bedroom walls. Oh, this is sweet. Why does it have to end? I'm still broke. I'm still, nothing has changed. Anyone else here also broke? Yes. Very good. 2-item minimum. Have you ever been so broke that it actually became irresponsible of you to pay your rent? Yeah, I better sit this one out. Look, an adult. That is me. When I first moved down here after college, I started doing temp work. Anyone here ever temp? Yeah? You should apply. If you haven't, you should temp. If you haven't done it already, you should. It's like speed dating, but with your job. I realized that temp work is just a job where everybody agrees that you're going to be fired soon. Including yourself. So they're just like, alright, this is your desk, and you're fired next Wednesday. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I'll get her some data. I'm a winner. It sucks. Like, you know, the average day job, you know, that you get just to, like, pay the bills or whatever, like, that's commendable, that is fine, but that job usually sucks. Only thing worse than that job, looking for that job. Because that means you're just going around town looking for an awful job. Like, begging for it. Like, dressed up extra nice with a resume, like, yeah, I'd like to hate myself for $8 an hour. That'd be awesome. And some people are turned down for work because they're overqualified. Yeah, right, sister? Happens every day. That happens. People are turned down because they're overqualified. Like, I would love to be in that interview when the boss is just like, no, we're sorry. No, it's just that you're good. Yeah, a little too good. So, you don't want someone who's good? No, see, the problem is you're really, really good. And we're just looking for someone kind of okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, don't you mean mediocre? See, this is what we're talking about. Get out. That's why I really honestly believe that having experience means nothing. Because you get turned down for work because you don't have enough, or because you have too much experience. And it's like any job on the planet, like, doesn't matter what it, like, even during the last election, like, oh, Barack Obama doesn't have enough experience. Like, oh, Sarah Palin, she has no experience. I think it's a really weak argument, though, like, experience, like, if experience equaled skill, Nicolas Cage would be a good actor. And old people would be amazing drivers. It would just dominate. Just drifting into handicapped spaces. It would just own the streets. Isn't it ironic that driving a smart car makes you look retarded? Something I noticed. Just a thought. Nice. It's like the smart people are just as annoying now as the dumb people. That's awesome. I drive a smart car like I drove a Hummer. We both suck. Okay, cool. Like, I think that if two people driving separate Hummers pass each other, they should be forced to stop and battle each other. You're in a combat vehicle, just prove it. You can't drive a school bus and not be expected to pick kids up. That's all I'm saying. What else? I'll leave you guys with this. I want to be one of those people who's remembered as being ahead of their time, which is why I only eat Dippin' Dots. Ice cream of the future. 3 meals a day. Mint chocolate, Dippin' Dots. Yeah, buddy. I just like the idea of that company, Dippin' Dots, Ice Cream of the Future, because it implies that somewhere within the corporation, there's someone who has the ability to go to and from the future. And the only thing he thinks to bring back with him is ice cream. You know, that's how much this guy loves ice cream. Or that is how much the future sucks. To the point where he gets back from the future, like, what's the future like? He's like, you're gonna want some ice cream. Alright, thank you all very much. Enjoy the rest of the show.